Hey guys, it's me, SonicT. Welcome back. Sorry I haven't done any videos in a while. I've had a few hardware issues, but now I've got a new setup. I've got some new PC equipment, and hopefully I can start doing weekly vids again to keep you guys entertained. Alright, so yeah, this match is a bit of an old one that I've had on my hard drive for a while, which I keep meaning to do commentary for, but I never really seem to get around to it. I think this is before my first Prestige, and is also the first time I got a gunship kill streak reward, even though it is, from a care package. Okay, so the setup I'm using for this match is the Commando fully silenced with a full stealth setup. So I've got Ghost Pro, Ninja Pro, and Sleight of Hand Pro. Yeah, so sit back, relax, and enjoy me talk about things that are probably completely unrelated to Call of Duty Black Ops, and occasionally, coming back to the video. So, yeah, something I've got into lately is cooking. Yeah, quite a variety of different dishes and things. Been making some of my own dishes from scratch. I'm pretty excited about it, actually. It's become quite a hobby, living on your own. Being able to cook well certainly comes in handy, and when you want to impress the ladies, yeah, okay. Yes, a really good dish that I'm mostly proud of is my version of udon soup, which is like a Japanese style dish. Mine's pretty different though. It doesn't really use any traditional Japanese spices or anything. This is the kesh. That's where I got the gunship. It doesn't really use any traditional Japanese spices. It uses sort of westernized ingredients, but it turns out pretty good. I think I'm not even going to bother commentating on this. I actually, because this was my first time, I didn't know I could move it properly, and then I got excited, and then I was just having fun moving the chopper around, but I don't think I really shot many people. And also, for those of you wondering why the trees are kind of like flickering dark and back to light again, I was having an issue with my graphics drivers at the time, so yeah, just ignore that, it's fine. Yeah, but I think the way my recipe for the dish, if you guys are interested, I'm going to tell you anyway. What you do is udon noodles, which are pretty easy to find. You can get them in Coles and things. You need mushrooms, half an onion, parsley. You can have chili flakes if you like it spicy, but you don't have to. Bay leaves, cloves. What else? Bit of basil, a little bit, not too much though, a little bit of basil, bit of brown sugar or honey. Both of them work just as good, both of them work pretty good. A little bit of salt, chicken seasoning, any really works. It kind of replaces stock because of the way you cook it. What else? Spring onions, you can add cabbage if you want, and meat of your choice. I prefer chicken, but curry sausage and a few others go really nicely as well. So what you do is you chuck in, you get the water on the boil, put in some of the parsley, get in the chili flakes if you're going to have any, some bay leaves. I put the bay leaves and the cloves in like one of those tea strainer things, so you can just pull it out and it doesn't get mixed in with the rest of the dish. What else do I do? Yeah, after that, so while it's heating up, it's not on the boil out, while it's heating up, it's got all those in it. You add the sugar in, probably about a half cup of brown sugar, or probably about 2 tablespoons of honey. Honey's nicer, but they both work just as well. What else? A little bit of salt, pinch of salt, and you can add more later if it's too sweet for you. A bit of soy sauce, actually, probably a teaspoon or 2 of soy sauce, depending on taste. Yeah, a little bit of basil if you really want it. I would suggest probably not putting it in the first time. Yeah, so you let all that, leave all that in the boiling. Chop all your mushrooms and your onion and your spring onion up, and your cabbage if you're having it. Yeah, once it's to the boil, you chuck in your udon noodles. You chuck all the veggies in, or whatever you're having in. Yeah, and let it boil until the noodles are big and soft. And while you're doing this, you'll be cooking whatever meat you want. Now you can chuck in the chicken and let it boil with the rest of it, or you can roast it, which is what I like to do. I like to roast the chicken and then add it in later because it's a it's a bit tastier. But yeah, it's a good dish. It's cheap It's easy. You can have it without the meat if you're really tight. Being a uni student, I do get it like that occasionally. So it's pretty handy. It's a pretty handy thing to to have. So yeah, and lots of other stuff. I'll probably talk about some of my other recipes in future commentaries. If you guys are interested in hearing some of those, leave a comment or let me know somehow. Yeah, so far the match has been going pretty well. I'm dominating pretty hard, so this was my first like really good match of like since when I had the game, because I think before this the game was still having those those performance issues. I'm sure any of you who have it on PC who had it within the first week know what I'm talking about. Yeah, and this was probably the first game I played after those were fixed, so yeah, I was doing quite well. I was quite happy with the game at this point. I was sort of really excited. Yeah, it's good. Silence, etc. I've changed my weapon setup though. I don't really use the stealth setup anymore. It gets a bit boring. I kind of like to rush a bit, even though it's bad, but it's a bit more fun, and I play more for fun now. I took it a bit too seriously back then. I wasn't getting much sleep when I first got it. I think I clocked up about 80 hours within the first 2 days, or that's impossible. Within the first probably a week or so. Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous. But yeah, I was almost 24/7 playing, but I was obsessed. So yeah, hopefully I can have a few videos of some different games for the channel soon. I want to do a commentary for Bulletstorm because it looks freaking awesome. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to hear and see. So leave a comment or something like that. Video response, anything's good. Yeah, I think our time is almost up, and that's the end of the match. As you can see, we destroyed them 10,000 to 4,400. Okay, well that's it guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please thumbs up, favorite and subscribe, as it really helps me out. And if it happens to tickle your fancy, then head on over and check out my other 2 channels. Stay awesome guys, see you later.